What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Sofyan Amrabat, because loads of media reports are claiming that Liverpool are about to submit a bid of around 40 million euros for Amrabat's first services, which is around 35 million pounds, and that would be enough to basically test the resolve of Fiorentina, and they will likely sell Amrabat in the January transfer window for that amount of money, because Fiorentina are not even in the top 6-7 richest clubs in the Serie A, so they need the money. And right now probably Amrabat's value is at its highest. And also Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever holiday you celebrate nowadays, make sure to have a great time, and thanks for watching my videos all year long, and I promise that in 2023 I will upload even more quality content and even more regularly, so I'm really excited what the future holds for this channel with you guys. And Sean Lunt, the journalist, wrote this: Amrabat is earning a lot of attention after his performances in Qatar, and Liverpool are one of the clubs who are really interested in signing him. And that interest, that courtship is quickly picking up pace. According to what has filtered through from circles very close to the player, they could soon present a proposal which is not far from 40 million euros, and that is an offer which, if it was official, would come very close to the figures that would make Fiorentina falter in their resolve to keep the midfielder. And Jurgen Klopp is very keen to get a January transfer in. He already said that we have long-term injuries to Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota, and last January when we signed Luis Diaz, it really galvanized the Liverpool squad and it massively helped Liverpool's season. I'm pretty convinced that we wouldn't have reached the Champions League final, the FA Cup final, and we wouldn't have gone to the last day of the Premier League season still fighting for the Premier League title if it wasn't for signing Luis Diaz in the January transfer window. So Jurgen Klopp knows full well how much it would mean to sign the right kind of player in that January. And Amrabat is an out-and-out defensive midfielder, but that would be crucial because it would give Fabinho some time off and some opportunities to rest him, because Fabinho has pretty much played almost every single game for Liverpool, and also for the Brazil national team he played a lot in the last 2 or 3 years. Fabinho is absolutely knackered. He really needed this World Cup break, I think, to recuperate, and thankfully he didn't play all the games for Brazil at the World Cup, so Fabinho is really fresh and ready to go. But we need a proper backup defensive midfielder for Fabinho, and Amrabat could be the perfect player. And Dean Jones, another journalist, also reported that Liverpool have already inquired about Amrabat even before the World Cup. We have been keeping tabs on him, we have been sending scouts to watch Fiorentina games, because Amrabat has been on Liverpool's radar for some time. So Liverpool have been interested in Amrabat even before he went to Qatar and had this brilliant World Cup with a fantastic Morocco team. Morocco was the surprise package of the tournament, no question about it. They went to the semi-finals. In the end they finished 4th in the World Cup, but that's the first time an African nation went to the semi-finals of the World Cup, so they made history, and that is a really impressive feat. And Amrabat pretty much played all the games for Morocco, and he was one of their best players, one of their standout players. And yes, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita, they have already came back from injuries. Arthur is ahead of schedule, so he could be back in February, but I think Liverpool still need a midfielder in the January transfer window, because the next injury only ever feels like it's just around the corner. We already lost Bobby Firmino even before we played Man City. Then we lost James Milner in the first half of the Man City game. So right now Liverpool have 6 injured players. Curtis Jones also joined the long-term injury list, so he's out over the next couple of weeks as well. So I think Liverpool would be a smart decision to sign Amrabat in the January transfer window. And also one of the biggest Italian outlets, Corriere dello Sport, is claiming that Liverpool are the only club who have officially moved in with the representatives of Amrabat in order to secure his signing. Fiorentina president Commiscio is waiting for Amrabat to return to Florence so they can sit down and have a one-to-one hold a face-to-face meeting about Amrabat's future. But also Corriere Fiorentino, which is a local news outlet, is reporting that Liverpool could soon submit a 40 million euro offer for Amrabat, and it is reported that Fiorentina will do everything possible to hold on to the player. But I think Amrabat would love to play for Liverpool. It's a no-brainer. It's a much higher level than Fiorentina, who yes they are in the Conference League, I think, and they qualified from their group, but they are in mid-table in the Serie A and really have no chance of even qualifying for the Champions League, maybe the Europa League or the Conference League. But Liverpool are a much higher level. They can pay Amrabat much bigger wages, and it's a much bigger club than Fiorentina. No disrespect to Fiorentina, but Liverpool are one of the biggest clubs in the world. So Amrabat, if he senses that there is a chance that Liverpool could go in for him, then he would jump at the chance to sign for Liverpool. I'm pretty convinced about that. So Sofyan Amrabat is 26 years old. He is at the prime of his career. He was actually born in the Netherlands, and he is 183 centimeters tall, that's 6 foot tall, and he started his career at Utrecht, and then he played for Feyenoord, and he signed for Club Brugge, where he played 1 season, and then he went out on loan to Hellas Verona, and in 2020 he was signed up by Fiorentina, where he already played 2.5 seasons, competing in a total 78 Serie A games. So he's pretty experienced already in a top league. 78 games in the Serie A is pretty decent. He already played 46 games for the Morocco national team as well. He won already trophies, not that many, but he won the Dutch Cup with Feyenoord, and also he won the Dutch Super Cup twice with Feyenoord. He also won the Belgian League with Club Brugge, but that's it. So he doesn't have a lot of trophies to his name, and he would certainly love to play for Liverpool and try to win more trophies. And even though he was born in the Netherlands, his parents are from Morocco, so he selected the Morocco national team, and I think he made a good decision doing that, because his heart is set on Morocco, and the way that they played at the World Cup was really, it caught the imagination of many football fans, including myself as well. And I think 2023 will be the year of the midfield revolution for Liverpool. It's time for Liverpool to really rebuild their midfield, and we need to sign a lot of great midfielders, at least 3, maybe you could argue even 4, including a young player. Amrabat, Bellingham and Enzo Fernandez would be a dream year of midfield reinforcements for Liverpool. We are losing Naby Keita, pretty much certain. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's contract is not being extended. James Milner potentially will not get his contract extended, but I wouldn't put any money on that, because we have been saying that for like 2 years in a row now. And Liverpool definitely need older midfielders, and also midfielders who are good enough at almost a world-class level. I mean, I consider Jude Bellingham already world-class level. Amrabat is just below that. Enzo Fernandez is like a little bit in between that very good and world-class player level, but Enzo Fernandez will definitely become world-class in the next 2 or 3 years. So Liverpool need to spend a lot of money, and Jurgen Klopp already told the owners that he needs 250 million to rebuild the midfield, and that's exactly what Liverpool are planning to do. Let's hope the takeover gets being done as soon as possible, so Liverpool will be able to sign a lot of great midfielders, because we can't wait any longer. A lot of players are going to leave Liverpool next summer, so we will definitely need to be spot on with our with our transfers. And if Liverpool would sign maybe Mohamed Kudus in the January transfer window and Amrabat, I would be absolutely over the moon with that, because Mohamed Kudus can play left wing and he can also play in the midfield. And I would consider loaning out Bajcetic, Ben Doak, maybe even like Bobby Clark, maybe even Fabio Carvalho. If we sign Kudus, then Carvalho could go out on loan and develop at another club. But I would definitely loan out some of the young players to give them more playing time, but only after Liverpool have signed 1 or 2 more experienced players who are ready right now to propel Liverpool to the next level. Because right now we are a top 6 side, and hopefully our performances will improve. Starting today against Aston Villa, let me know what is your prediction for the Aston Villa-Liverpool game. It's a huge game. Liverpool must win this. We are only in 6th place in the Premier League. Man City are 10 points ahead of us, which is not like an incredible incredible difference, and Liverpool can certainly claw that back if we put a lot of wins together. But Liverpool have been so inconsistent this season. First, we need to show that we can be more consistent and we can win games in a row. And Robbie Fowler, the legendary Liverpool striker, said some interesting things about Liverpool's pre-season. He said, I think Liverpool needed this trip to Dubai to try and galvanize everyone a little bit more. I think the problem has been a lack of momentum for Liverpool. If you look at Liverpool in recent years, they have played game after game after game, whereas this year it has been very stop-start. The Champions League was obviously crammed in a bit, where they have played game, but they haven't always had that energy and momentum that we have seen Liverpool have in the past. But I think Liverpool as a club and as a team, the more games they play, the more successful they are, and I think we have probably witnessed that in the last few years in the amount of games that we have played. The Liverpool players have delivered. I think Liverpool just need to be playing games, which is ironic because you would normally think they should be resting, but momentum is a huge thing in football, certainly, and Liverpool, they are much better team when they are in the full swing of it. I think Liverpool have proved it in recent years when they have game after game and everyone thinks they should be shattered and need a rest. They have delivered, and I am a big believer in that. Liverpool this year have lacked the energy that they have shown in previous years, and I think that is down to the games they haven't played. It has all been a bit stop-start. Games were getting called off. Obviously, with the Queen passing away, the World Cup break too, so they haven't had that consistent run of games. But I think the second part of the Premier League season now, I fully expect Liverpool to come absolutely all guns blazing out of the blocks, and we know they are capable of putting winning runs together, and I really hope that's the case. And Darwin Núñez, according to Robbie Fowler, he was really good against AC Milan, and this is one of the things I've noticed about him. Some people might say he's unorthodox and raw, but I think he has proven in the short time he has been at Liverpool that he will be one of those players who will be a fan favorite, because he will give you everything every game. He showed that against AC Milan. It was an unbelievably composed finish against AC Milan, but then he lacked the composure against Man City. That's just my opinion. Of course, Robbie Fowler said these things before Liverpool played Man City. Darwin Núñez had like 2 or 3 big chances. He lacked the composure. He was a little bit too nervous in front of goal. And as a striker, you need to be ice cold in front of goal. And you want to work at every aspect as a striker, but we have seen plenty of good things already about Darwin Núñez. At times, it can be a little bit cumbersome, a little bit clumsy, but if he wasn't like that, then you would see a different player. He's who he is, and he will score goals for Liverpool. He can be unorthodox, but you know as a defender, you are in for a game against him. As a striker, you don't pinpoint one area where you can improve. You want to be improving in all areas. You want to be perfect. You are working on every aspect of your game, and you work on your strength as well, and he has got loads of those. And I think Darwin Núñez will come good. He reminds me so much of Luis Suarez in his early years, of course being a Uruguayan striker and all that, but once he gets a little bit calmer in front of goal, and once he starts scoring goals regularly, then you will see a world-class player in the making. He's still only 23 years old. As a striker, that's not when you are at your best. As a striker, you are at your best when you are 26, 27 and upwards and older. Look at Benzema, look at Lewandowski. They are in their peak at like 33, 34 years old. So Darwin Núñez definitely has a lot of time ahead of him to become better, no problem. And Robbie Fowler also said that Jude Bellingham, what an unbelievable player he is, isn't he? We have seen that, and I think we all knew before the World Cup just how good he is and how good he is going to be. Like every Liverpool fan, I want to see my club sign the best players, and he's probably one of the better ones at the minute. So of course I would love to see Jude Bellingham sign for Liverpool. I do get buoyed by the fact that I read a lot of these reports, but I'm savvy enough not to get carried away. All the reports boil down to him definitely coming, don't they? But I've been in the game far longer than a lot of people. I know that is not always the case, but let's hope Jude Bellingham signs for Liverpool. That would be absolutely fantastic. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays for you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really looking forward to watching Liverpool play again in the Premier League. I'm so excited. Aston Villa with Unai Emery, the new manager, is going to be one hell of a tough game, but hopefully Liverpool can start the second half of the season with a victory. I mean in the Premier League, because we already lost in the League Cup against Man City, but I think we can take the positives out of that game and improve on the negatives. We need to press higher and also press with more intensity. Missing Bobby Firmino in the team definitely hurts, but we have to get as many points as possible, as early as possible, because we lost too many points already. And Aston Villa away with the new manager is a really tough game. So if Liverpool could win this, that would be absolutely the springboard to help Liverpool go on a winning run. Let's do it. Come on, Liverpool. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.